Hello there, this is Legal Focus on TVC News. On our brief today, mediators of the Lagos Multi-Door Courthouse have spent the past few weeks handling cases referred to them by the various courts in the state for possible settlement. But just how accessible and effective is this system of justice? All high courts in Lagos State have begun the annual long vacation, but here in the Ikeja division, many Lagos residents are thronging this arena to explore amicable settlement of their disputes. Many of these cases were referred from the general courts to the Lagos Multi-Door Courthouse. In Lagos State alone, more than 30,000 new civil cases are filed each year. Many claimants have to wait a decade for a verdict, which may then be subject to an appeal. But today, litigation isn't the only means to settle such disputes. One of the alternative dispute resolution mechanisms is mediation, which deals with civil cases like contracts, tenancy, or child custody. Parties are assured of speedy conclusion of their matters and confidentiality. Plus, chances of a win-win scenario are pretty high, as the setting is usually less confrontational, unlike in the regular courts. Anadi Benedict is a car dealer seeking to recover the car which his late friend used as collateral to secure a loan.
I am the owner of the car because I have the documents of the car. So, yeah, we started, we've been in the court for about 2 to 3 years now. So until recently, the magistrate now refer us to immigration center where we could visit for our case to be heard. And I'm glad today we are here and within under 1 to 2 hours been able to agree on something.
It's a win-win because yes, the debtor is dead, but the claimant was still able to get something, and then the man that stepped in also saw the need for him to at least meet the claimant halfway, and then they were able to resolve the matter.
The mediator who chairs the session can be persuasive, but with the full participation of parties, the case is usually concluded within hours, and then the terms of settlement are prepared and taken back to the court to be adopted as consent judgment.
It's practically without costs, and when you compare it with the costs, even in terms of regular courts, you will see that it's not expensive. I do not think it was intended to be a revenue generating project.
You can imagine if a case has to drag on for 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, it's the time process. But when you now tell them, why don't you just let it be, and then see the reason? It could just be simple apology that it needs.
Former Vice President Alex Ekweme was involved in a land dispute for 17 years in court in his capacity as chairman of an investment company. But when it was referred to the Lagos Multi-Door Courthouse, it was resolved in one day. Between 2002 and 2012, the Lagos Multi-Door Courthouse successfully resolved 780 cases out of the 1,708 referred to it. And in 2015 alone, it handled more than 2,350 matters.
Non-vacant settle means that you have to go back to courts and go on to trial. Means they have fulfilled their responsibility to see how they can settle their matters amicably.
After the settlement week, parties are also free to come to the courthouse at the High Court in Iboshere to resolve their disputes amicably, even without a referral. But the success rate in Lagos is high and has led to the replication of ADR in the FCT and 14 more states. In 2018, a mediation center was set up in the Court of Appeal in Abuja, a further proof of this revolution spreading to improve access to justice for all. Many also believe that this system will allow conventional courts focus on those cases that are best solved through litigation.